We are making sheet pan cinnamon rolls. I'm telling you, it's not hard. You can do it. First step is to bloom the yeast. Blooming your yeast is just the process of proofing the active dry yeast, which I have in my bowl here, to make sure like your yeast is alive and kicking. So it needs a little bit of sugar. With your active dry yeast, the cells are alive, but they're dormant because of the lack of moisture, which is why we're adding in the warm milk at that sweet spot of 110 to activate those cells in the yeast to wake them up. This is just going to sit for about 10 minutes until you start to see it puffy and rise up. We're going to bring together the ingredients to make the dough. So I have melted butter. I like to add melted butter into my dough because it helps with not only the flavor, but just like the richness and texture and feel of the dough. Room temperature eggs and egg yolks, more sugar, salt, then the activated yeast milk mixture. This with either bread flour or all-purpose flour. I have tested this recipe using both, so either will work. Stir it until it comes together in a shaggy dough like this, and now we're gonna pop it on the stand mixer with a dough hook. You'll know when your dough has been kneaded enough because it will be smooth and soft. The dough will pull away from the sides of the bowl a little bit. It'll be a little tacky because this is a really rich dough, but it won't be like overly sticky or anything. And most recipes that you see, if it's like a little bit sticky, it'll say just add like a tablespoon of flour at a time until it is no longer overly sticky. You want to be careful not to add too much flour because we still want soft, gooey cinnamon rolls, and too much flour can make them dense. Grab a bowl, just lightly grease it. You're also gonna spray your plastic wrap with a little bit of the baking spray so it doesn't stick on the plastic wrap when it rises. It's gonna let it rise now. I like to take a warm, damp towel. Do you like my cinnamon roll towel? Place it right on top. Typically they say place it in a warm environment. That will just help it rise. But even if your kitchen is a little cold that particular day, it'll just maybe take a little bit longer to rise, but it will still rise. About an hour and a half to 2 hours is the typical rise time. Okay, bye baby, see you soon. It's been an hour and a half and the dough looks beautiful. Pull it out. Flour your work surface and a little bit on top of the dough. I like to cut this in half so it's just a little bit easier to work with. And start to roll it out. Take your softened butter, spread it all along the bottom to leave about a half of an inch of a border. Brown sugar mixture, sprinkle it over the top, rub it and press it into the butter. You should get about 10 or 12 cinnamon rolls per dough. Pizza wheel and start cutting. I'm gonna roll them up. Are you kidding me? Look at how beautiful these cinnamon rolls are. This method of rolling is so much easier. You don't have to take out the floss. You don't have to worry about squishing the cinnamon rolls when you cut them. It's just so seamless. The rolls look so pretty. Sheet pan cinnamon rolls are ready for their second rise. They're looking gorgeous. And this will take about 30 minutes to an hour just until they double in size. Are you even joking right now?